Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Lofi-Network. Pisces Soul Tribe. I want to get into some general messages for you for the month of August, see what's happening for you, and of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. So, at this present moment, we're just going to grab a few cards for your energy because that's very important. I feel like there's going to be a lot going on in the month of August. I feel like even before we get into this, I feel like some truths are about to be revealed to you. It's just about to spill out. I feel like it's just going to be like a happening, something that you just might end up hearing about. You're going to figure out something, maybe something that happened previously. But let's see. Divine, can you give me 4 messages for this month? Okay. So first we have heart to heart coming out. So deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. We have wine and dine, so courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. So we have TikTok, so deadline, procrastination, too busy. And then we have supersize me. So doing too much, excessive overindulgence. So what I'm getting a sense of, I feel like there are going to be many different conversations for you happening this month. Okay. I wouldn't even necessarily say reconciliations, just conversations. I feel like there's this sense of possibly maybe needing to hear some individuals out. And this is just the energy surrounding, just a few messages. The energy surrounding is just, I feel like there's one instance where you are going to have a date with someone. It feels just like a date. It feels very dated. I'm seeing the number 7. So 7 o'clock could be very significant. A date set to happen at 7 o'clock. Whether it starts at that time or not, a date set to happen at 7 o'clock. I feel like you really are going to enjoy yourself. Possibly too much. Possibly too much to the point where it make you where it makes you a little nervous because maybe you feel like you might like somebody too much. Okay, so that's just one energy, and I do feel like there is like a energy where somebody wants you to hear them out. It's something that somebody wishes that they would have said, and it's something very, very important. I feel like somebody is going to do the absolute most, okay? Because I feel like they really want you to feel and know where they're coming from and how they understand, and how you understand them. I feel like this is also someone that is hoping that some form of reconciliation does happen in this situation. That's what they're hoping some kind of outcome is. I feel like they're ready for you not to be ready for that. I feel like they're ready. Either way, but I do feel like this is somebody who is going to take a chance. This could be many people, friends, but I do feel like there are going to be individuals who are going to take a chance on having some form of conversation with you this month and hoping that you would in some way reconcile with them. Okay. In this month, I feel like it's imperative that we be mindful of the connections that we're making. I feel like sometimes people have hidden intentions, hidden motives, and I feel like this is something that your intuition could possibly be telling you and letting you know. Why not get clarity and confirmation on that by checking out our sponsor, Psychic Source? I feel like this is a resource that will be very beneficial to you, especially for the month of August when you have people that you don't know the real true intent of why they're coming up, but they are coming up. I feel like Mercury retrograde is very significant because I feel like people are having flashbacks and they remember you and they miss your energy, but why not know for sure? Click that link down below in the description box using my unique code JMarian. If you are a new member, you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity and insight for only $19.80. It won't break the bank, and then I feel like you'll be ahead of the month of August because you're doing it now. And I feel like that it'll be very beneficial for you to see the outcome. And I feel like even after listening to this reading, you'll get some confirmations through that. And if you don't, and you're not satisfied with that, you could get your money back. Money back guarantee, not an issue, not a problem, okay? Those details down below in the description box. Now, on to your reading. Divine, what is the overall message concerning the month of August here? Okay, so we have strength coming out first. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. We have strength coming out first. It is a number 9. So I feel like you are going to have major endurance within this month. I feel like this is willpower that's not only going to come from yourself, but I feel like it's going to come from spirit as well. And I mean spirit because it feels just esoteric. It feels like it's an energy. It feels like it's an influence, not influencing you, but aiding you. I feel like you are going to have clarity and assistance within this month here. Okay. Okay. Divine, tell me about the strength here. What else do we have here for the month of August here? We have the world. I feel like there is a lot that you are getting ready to on take within this month. I feel like you're getting ready to do a lot with the world. The world is excuse me, I'm hearing the world is a hefty responsibility. So the weight of the world on your shoulders, but not in a bad way. I feel like this is something that you have worked for. I'm actually seeing the statue of the masculine figure with the world, on it on his back. So I do see you being able to carry something. There's something that you're going to be able to handle this month. And this may be something about multiple responsibilities here. Okay. With the 5 of swords at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Divine, tell me about the world here and the strength concerning the month of August. Okay. So we have the 2 of wands. I feel like there is going to be major execution. I feel like plans that you have planned, you are moving forward with. I feel like you possibly waited a long time for this as well. And then also Leo is significant once again with the strength here. I do feel like something that you're getting ready to do, something that you are on taking, possibly even at this present moment, is getting ready to work out for you. So I do see plans working out for you, responsibilities, things that you have on taken, possibly things that you've ended. Let's see. Divine, moving forward, please. 2 of wands. Okay. So we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like your movements at this time are very methodical. I feel like you are also in some capacity at this moment speaking up for yourself. There's something about either you're speaking up or you're listening very closely and very clearly to the things that maybe people are saying, or even using those lessons that you learned previously to help you move forward with some sort of execution. I feel like you possibly have done something before in here as well. You've done something before, and I feel like maybe through some sort of, I wouldn't even necessarily say failure of something, just not working out. I know somebody's going to still say that's a failure. Okay, so if you're going to say failure, then just say failure. Through something not working out, I feel like you learn what not to do moving forward. So there's something about you trying something else. So Queen of Swords, we now have the Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there was something that you once at a moment thought about or even considered. And then now with the Queen of Pentacles showing herself at the bottom of the deck, there's a nuance of you actualizing something, of you, doing something that you plan to do, being executed now in tangible form. So I feel like there's going to be evidence of your hard work, your labor, your planning, okay, strategy. Divine, what else here? So we have the 10 of cups with the 5 of pentacles, and very interesting. 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5 and 5. So I feel like there's definitely something here that you're getting ready to recover. I feel like that's what all the hard work and the planning was about. I feel like you were meant to recover something, because the fives, what I know, fives in the tarot deck are turning and changing periods, because we have the 6 of pentacles that is moving forward from that. So I feel like there was a period of adjustment is what I'm hearing that you had to endure. And I feel like you've done that and you executed that wonderfully, because through your lack is what I'm hearing, you were able to create something really wonderful because of the lessons and things that you learned. So in essence, you've created something out of nothing. So I'm seeing the Magician, so that could be very significant here as well. An Alchemist, Temperance here as well. Divine, what else here? Can I have two more, please? And literally two more. So we have the Three of Pentacles here, as well as the Three of Wands, and that's 33. So Christ consciousness could be very significant. I feel like at this moment there is something that you're getting ready, you're working towards, and I feel like with what you're working towards is very unique. I feel like you are possibly the only one who is skilled enough to do this. This may be in a particular household. This may be generational here as well, but I feel like you possibly are the first one to do something here, or you will be the first person to complete something here within the month of August with the Three of Wands. Something is coming back to you as a sign of good favor is what I'm hearing. Divine, is that correct? Is that a sign of good favor? We have the Temperance. I literally just, yeah, we have the Temperance. I feel like some sort of flow is getting ready to change for you because you've done the work with the Temperance, and then we have the Chariot here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like moving forward in the month of August, there's a pace, that's getting ready to change for you. Something's getting ready to switch. I feel like if one thing is one thing, is getting ready to be another thing. And if it was, if you're in a good space, it's not going to go bad. I'm more so talking about, working towards something, and the work has been done here. I feel like you are going to get the endurance, the strength, the capability to be able to do something here as well. And what's going to happen is going to be able to change the pace of something that you possibly were enduring. Divine, can I have clarification on the Temperance here? So we have the Emperor. So we were correct. Yeah. I felt like I needed to get clarity on this because I feel like you needed to know. I feel like you are the master. You are the creator. There's something that you created. And I feel like with this is something that all people are going to look forward to and possibly even see. I feel like the Emperor gets a lot of attention because this Emperor, has come a long way. This status, this isn't something, and this particular notion, this isn't something that was handed down to you. This was not gifted to you. This is something that you literally worked for. You created something from nothing, and not only have you done that, but you've excelled at that. I feel like you are the only person who in this particular field and arena, you are the only one with the capability of being able to do this on this particular level. And I feel like now that you have awoken to that, I feel like you are really about to see some sort of acceleration, possibly recognition and reward here. But growth is very significant because to be able to create something from nothing and go to Emperor status the way that you have is very, very profound and possibly even unheard of. Divine, can you clarify and confirm this reading here? Fill in the blanks, fill in the gaps. So we have the Four of Wands. That's nothing but recognition and reward, accomplishments done. I feel like you are about to be certified in some way, and if it's not necessarily a paper certification or a certification in a particular field, you are about to be certified to do something in your own special way. I feel like you are about to have success with whatever you created because something that you have done has been successful. Coming out here with the Four of Wands, and we even have the Four of Pentacles. Divine, tell me about the Four of Wands. 44 could be significant. We have the Moon. Interesting. We have the Four of Pentacles, and then now we have the Moon that's coming out here. Divine, what is the Moon? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you are very accomplished in your own right. I feel like this is something that you have set aside and honestly have kept to yourself. I feel like this has been a successful thing for you. And I feel like the strategy behind this is that nobody could speak on this because this is something that you were doing in the dark, in hidden spaces. I feel like you had a hidden positive motive behind what you were doing. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. There is something that you are sure to be independent about with the Eight of Pentacles as well as the Nine of Pentacles. There's a singularity to you. I feel like there's something very significant and something very special about you as a sole individual, something that you are going to be able to do and create on your own. No one has done this before is what I'm feeling. So I feel like this is a very particular message, honestly, to the believers, to those who actually believe in something that you want to do, because I feel like that's what this moon is about. Divine, clarify this moon for me, please. We have the Nine of Swords. I feel like, there is concern, there is worry, but I feel like there's this energy of doing something anyway, because there's something that you are accomplished and skilled at. And I don't even feel like, aside from there is, shall we say, another aspect to it, because there's not always the good and there not be, and I wouldn't even say bad, just adversity, something that may challenge this. But with the Eight of Pentacles, there's something that you're very skilled at. But we did have the Nine of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. We now have the Hermit, which is another 9 here at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Swords. So 999 could be significant for many of you all. 27, so you could be 27. Divine, tell me more about the Nine of Swords and the moon. With the Eight of Swords, yeah. I feel like at one period of time, this is something that was self-imposed. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's some sort of mirror aspect, as we were talking about, a challenge. And I feel like there is something that is going to challenge you. You were successful at it because the face value is the Four of Wands. But the journey behind all of this, these are things that you were cautious of with yourself. We have 9898, so 9898. Could be significant here as well. Divine, tell me more, please. And then we have the Ten of Swords. That's crazy. So 8, 9, and 10 could be very significant here as well. I feel like that self-inflicted or self-imposed fear that you once had about something, you're giving that away. You're now ending that because there is something that you're good at, something you're good at. I feel like you're putting an end. You're disrupting that negative mindset that you possibly may have had with things that you accomplished. I feel like your fears became your greatest accomplishments, and I feel like those are the things that you went after or that you're going after this month. I feel like this month you will be going after the things that scare or fear you the most. Divine, tell me more moving forward about the Eight of Pentacles with the Moon and Four of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's twice. You are going to create in tangible form those things that you thought about, those things that you once had fears about. That's why the Queen of Swords also showed up. You are a master and a master conqueror of your fears with the Queen of Swords. And now with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you co-created is what I'm hearing with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Those things that you thought about, you actualized and you did them more so in a peaceful manner. You disrupted all of the negative mindsets and possibly things that you heard of, and those things were concerning you, possibly things that people said about you, and those things that people said about you, you started to believe. You put an end to all of that, and I feel like through all of that you started to create, and what you created was a wealth of abundance. This is something that was created in real time with the Sun here at the bottom of the deck. You created in real time. Once again, I don't know why, but a Leo is very significant. I mean, we are in Leo season, so I mean, Leos are in a Pisces reading, they're coming out very strong. You could have strong Leo placements is what I'm hearing, which is why it is showing up here. But this is also giving me a notion that you are doing more, you're doing more actions. Your actions speak louder than your words. So it's something about movement. So a lot of movement for you all could be very significant in the month of August as well. But the Queen of Pentacles did show up in the last reading, so there's clarity and confirmation in that as well. Divine, last few messages, please. We have the Six of Wands now showing up. But you know what? Honestly, we don't need to move any further than that. You are going to be successful. period this month. I feel like with what once overshadowed you, or once disparities and things like that, I feel like you are going to have success with that. We have the moon and we have the sun here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like those things that were once bothersome to you, those things that once were hidden, I feel like they're about to be revealed. And what is about to be revealed is that you, amongst many, were the real true star. And I feel like you're going to shine very brightly this month, period. Okay? Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading for the month of August. Hopefully this message resonated with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you were able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And yes, that includes our sponsor, Psychic Source, because you need the clarity, you need the insight, you need the assurity, you need something to measure up what you think and possibly believe up against, Sometimes we do need to do that. So anyway, those details are down below in the description box as well. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and see you in the network. Bye, guys.